It's Thursday, February 2nd. These are the activities that you'll find in the stream for digital media. So as we take a look at the agenda together, you're going to see that we're continuing tables. Make sure that you're reviewing the table guidelines as we've been doing in class. Make sure you're taking a few minutes at home or outside of class to do that. You can expect a quiz either Friday or Monday about tables. The sixth grade at the beginning of class will be continuing to finish up my practice table. About 5 minutes will be allowed for that completion to take place. The 7th and 8th have already completed that activity. Next thing we're going to go ahead, we're going to start guided practice table 2, guided practice table 3. We'll take a look at those assignments and I'm going to talk a little bit about my table 2. So guided practice 2, let me open that up. And this is a much smaller table than what we've done before. And guided practice 3 is the same way. So that is your file name, guided practice 2. Go ahead and set your page up. Let's go to file. Let's go to page setup. And both of these are going to be the same. We're going to leave the orientation on portrait. And I want you to go ahead. You can change your, or actually you can leave your margin at 1. Times your Roman 12. And your spacing should be single. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and type my title in all caps. It will be centered. And please notice it's bold. This is around a 15 or 16 point font. Either one's going to be fine. After your title, I do want you to triple space. So you're going to hit enter 3 times from this spot right here where your cursor is at the end of the line, famous paintings, 3 times. Next, you're going to insert a table. So this is a 2 by, so 2 columns by. Looks like a 2 by 11. So I'm going to go to insert, and then I'm going to go to table, and I'm going to find 2 by 11 right there. Now notice my column headings. They are centered. They're bold. You can do those in about a 13 or a 14. They're not underlined. And then I do want you to go ahead and continue with your table. So you're going to see the body of the table. The contents is left aligned. So I'm going to scroll down just a little so you can see the rest of the table, which is right there. Now make sure that you're making adjustments for extra white space. Renoir, this is our longest line in the first column. So remember, grab that line there, that middle, and drag it over toward the left. Leave a little white space, not much. And then in the last column, your longest line is the School of Athens. So again, leave a little white space. Now to center the table on the page, you can click anywhere in the table and right click. Take a look at table properties. Under table properties, this is where you can change the color of the table border, the thickness of the border, your cell background color, okay, the cell vertical alignment, and the table alignment. For this table, please make sure that you've centered it. So choose center. And that's guided practice table 2. Next, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to open up guided practice. Or actually, this is going to be table 3. So I don't have guided practice in front of it. Table 3. Please set your page up with 1-inch margins all the way around. Times your Roman 12 and single spacing. You're going to see your title outside the table and your subtitle outside the table. This is all caps. I did about a times New Roman 14 on that and bolded. This should be a triple space. So from this point, hit enter 3 times. All caps. This one's upper and lower, and this is a double space. So our table itself is going to be a 2 by 8. So you're going to go to Insert, Table, 2 by 8. All right, please notice that your column headings, they're centered, they're bold, and they're underlined. Here, underline here. Please don't underline the word year. To get this break here between year and published, after the word year, you can hit enter. Or when you adjust your column, it'll automatically push publish over to the next line. Okay, once you kind of narrow that down. So once you start typing, make sure your information in the first column. So in the body, this is going to be left aligned. Okay, you can see it starts on the left-hand side. In the second column, the years will be centered. I'm going to scroll down just a little bit more so you can see the rest of the table. And there it is. And then the last thing you should do on this table, make sure you center it on the page. Right-click anywhere in your table, go to Table Properties, and make sure your table alignment is on center. This isn't a table that we turned in today in class. We did turn in Guided Practice 2, though, in class, so that's posted in Classroom. And I do need you thinking about the next assignment. And that's My Table 2. So that's a table you're going to create. It will be a 3 by 12. You're going to choose the topic, staying with the same guidelines as the previous My Table. And we'll continue My Table 2 tomorrow, and we'll talk in detail about that one a little bit later. If you've got questions about the assignments, feel free to see me. I'm available at 8:25 every morning and after school by appointment.